Let me just check. Yeah, that looks good. Very good. I actually don't have a job at the moment, so I'm going to be hitting Alison up for a job a little bit later. So pretty excited about that. That sounds pretty good. I always wanted to be a doctor, so maybe you could hook me up with a surgeon or something like that. My name is Dan Ilic. I basically act like a dickhead for a living. And I get angry all the time. And my anger fuels creative output. And I want to share some examples of times when I've gotten so angry, all I've had to do is pick up a camera. Now, the year was 2006. Tourism Australia released a new ad campaign to promote Australia. It involved a toothy, alien-looking woman who liked to break up the marriages of footballers. And she was meant to promote our great nation by using a swear word, bloody. Now, I don't know if you remember the campaign. The swear word, bloody, was meant to be this divisive campaign that people would say, oh, isn't it great? We're so cheeky, hey? We're so cheeky. We're using the word bloody in our ads. People are going to love to come to Australia. And for 2 weeks, Fran Bailey, the then tourism minister, crapped on about how no one was playing our ad because of the word bloody and how great it was. Now, because of the swear word, I don't know if you know, it got banned in every English-speaking market in the world. In the UK, banned. Singapore, banned. USA, it was banned in some red states. In Canada, it was banned not for swear words, but for this shot here, because in Canada, you can't show unbranded beer. So, by all stretch of the imagination, this was what the kids call an epic fail. Now, the Fran Bailey at the time, she was taking that old maxim from Oscar Wilde. The only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about, but she forgot the rest of the quote, which was, unless the only people who are talking about you live in the same country that you try to promote with a crappy ad. So this made me so furious that for 2 and 3 weeks she was talking about how awesome her government was, how awesome the campaign was. So I decided to go ahead and make a campaign on my own. It's worth listening to.
We packed you a cone.
We got the ethnics off the beach.
We got you some free accommodation.
The dingoes are well fed.
And our human rights record has been improving for over 200 years. So where the fucking hell are you?
So I made that. In 2 days, I put it up on YouTube. This is back in 2006 when YouTube was brand new. In 2 days, it got 50,000 hits. In a week, it got 1.5 million. Now, when it got 50,000 hits, I got a letter from Gilbert and Tobin, which is the lawyers for Tourism Australia. They sent me a letter saying, hey Dan, just letting you know, you're going to have to pull your video off your website because your music is the same as ours. And I said, no, it's not. I sent your music to my friend Leonardo and said, can you make me something that sounds exactly the same as this? So he did. But the only similarity between my version of the song and their version of the song was the word nah. So I said, dear Gilbert and Tobin, thank you for your letter. I've taken the offending version of the song off my website and I've replaced it with a few others. A do version, a la version, a whistle version, and a Crazy Frog remix version. So that was the first time I got angry and I really made something good. I won the battle that day. Now, a little bit later on down the line, a couple of years ago, I was in the United States and Tourism Australia banged out an email saying, hey guys, just letting you know, we've bought the CBS Early Morning Show. Any expats in New York, come on down to the CBS Early Morning Show, bring your signs, support Australia. We want as many Aussies down at the CBS Early Morning Show as possible because we've bought segments right across the day. So I thought, oh, this is going to be fun. So, so here are some girls with their signs. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. That was pretty good. That's pretty standard fare. But I made some signs of my own. It's spelt hi mum. Sorry, Alison, it is. Mel Gibson, born in the USA. This is at the time Mel Gibson's last rant. Just want to make sure everyone knew where he was born. Oil-free shrimp on the Barbie. This is at the height of the Louisiana oil spill. Australia, all the uranium, tiny army. And this is my favourite, Australia, 8 years without a backpacker murder. So how did I go? Oh, this is my favourite, I have overstayed my visa. Yeah, I was really tempting fate there. Lucky I had a media visa. So here are some screen caps from the CBS Early Morning Show. How did I go? Yes, good, got that one. Oh yeah, that's pretty good there. That's pretty good, solid. I've overstayed my visa. Now, this next guy, we were so fortunate to have on the, I know I'm over time, you want to close it, this really annoyed me. No, it's so amazing. This next guy, he was going to backpack around the world for free, and managed to get that in right behind him. So, pretty extraordinary. I'm just going to show you one more example, if I can, Omar. Sorry, mate. I'm running over time. I'm not good at this. I cannot speak at TED. I'll talk for an hour if that ever happens. Now, I was on the plane in 2006. I was on the plane coming from LA to Sydney. That trip, I'd been to Boston and Cuba, spent some time in Cuba. And on the plane, I sat next to a bloke opposite me on the aisle. He was this tall guy, shaved head, tan skin, jeans and sneakers. One thing comes to mind, American. I turned to him and said, "Excuse me, I recognize you from somewhere." He said, "Oh, really? Where? Where from?" He's really excited, this guy, definitely American. And I said, "Are you David Hicks's lawyer?" "Yeah!" I got to sit next to Major Michael Murray. I'd been sitting with him for 18 hours, but I only realised 5 hours out of Sydney. Luckily for him, because that was 5 hours where I got to chew his brain off about David Hicks. And I showed him all the bunch of sketches I'd made and how angry I was about David Hicks. And he's like, "You know what, Dan, why don't you make something for us?" And I said, "Well, Get Up have been hassling me to do stuff." He said, "Great, you get with Get Up and you make something for us." And I told him this idea. He said, "That's a great idea. Do it." This idea, I was so angry when this idea got rejected from a sketch show, which I was on at the time, called the Ronnie Johns Half Hour on Channel 10. I thought it was a really funny idea. I thought it was hysterical. No one else thought it was funny. And then I was like, yes, now I've got permission from David Hicks's lawyer to make it. And that's all I needed to make this.
G'day, I'm David Hicks. Welcome to my crib. Come on, check it out. My evil neighbour, Zakaramesh. Hello, Zakaramesh. He's all right. This is me here. 312. I asked for 911, but they wouldn't give it to me. This is it. This corner. This is good corner. This is where I spent 2003 and 2002. I spent 2 years there. This corner here, this is my holiday corner. Just my time, really. When we're getting tortured, we have to wear a hood and stuff, but not me. Thanks to Dad, he got me a Coles bag to wear. Hey, much more environmentally friendly than those other hoods. But you know what? It's not all good. I get bored a lot. So much so I pretend I'm on Big Brother.
It's time to go. David Hicks.
That's me. Oh my God. Gretel, you look hot. Hello, Australia. David. Gretel. Do I get a PlayStation? Oh, I didn't expect.
So, what I wanted to say was, that's really funny. I'll tweet the link later. You can check it out later. That when you are filled with rage, there is positive things to come out of it. Rage can absolutely fuel change. And sometimes when you're angry enough, you can change the world. Thank you.